my wife and I had set up a stay at Holiday Inn in Danville, Virginia, and we were supposed to be there for 3 nights, leaving the fourth day. But after the first night, we decided we wanted to leave. There wasn't anything wrong with the room itself, or we weren't treated rudely by the staff or anything. It was just we were there for an event. The event got canceled, so we had no reason to stay. The next morning, we went to the front desk and we're going to leave early. We're going to check out now. And uh, it was from this point that things got kind of weird because they said, "Oh, if you're leaving early, like we won't be able to refund your money." And I said, "Well, why was that?" Because I'm checking out now, and there's nothing in the policy that I saw that says you can't give me back money for the days I didn't stay. It was, um, she said, well, the manager said that for that event, we're not giving refunds if people leave early. And that it still kind of struck me weird. Uh, but I was like, okay, well, can I at least get confirmation? Because I'm going to follow up with this. And she said, yeah, I'll send you an email. Long story short, I didn't get an email or confirmation that I checked out early. Furthermore, we said, well, our luggage is still upstairs. We're going to go grab breakfast. This is probably 11 o'clock in the morning at this point. We're going to go grab some food and we'll come back. And she said, well, actually, can you actually get that and leave? And you're like, why? She said, oh, because we want the cleaning ladies to get into the room. So it says, so you're not paying me back and you're making us leave immediately for days that we're technically still here for. And she said, yeah. That's kind of, again, weird. So we grabbed our stuff, came back downstairs, and I addressed it again with her. Said, hey, again, this is kind of weird. And she said, well, if you want, you can talk to the manager. She handed me a card with the information. And since then, I tried emailing and calling multiple times. I've had no responses from the lady. But the returned amount should have been somewhere about $800. So I started with an email. It was probably 2 days after we had returned and said, hey, this is the situation at your place. I was given this information. Here's what happened. No responses, even up to now. So I waited a couple of days just for a response because at that point it was still the weekend. I thought, okay, maybe give a couple of business days for the response. Still nothing. So I called the hotel and said, hey, here's the situation. I was trying to reach this person. And they said, oh, well, I'm not seeing that you actually checked out early. I said, no, I definitely left. I was out of there by 11:30. I said, well, normally if that happens, it would be in your notes of your reservation. We don't have any of that. Furthermore, there was never an email sent for the confirmation. So I said, okay, well, I definitely want to talk to someone there now because that's not how everything went down. And he said, oh, she's not here right now, so you'll have to call later. I said, okay, well, when would that be? And well, she's usually here in the morning. So I tried calling again, and again, she wasn't in even in the morning. So, I mean, I have no other modes to talk about or to try and contact. And this place is 4.5 hours away from here. So it's not a place I could just easily go to. Honestly, it was just the way it has not been addressed. Didn't sit well with me because I tried calling, tried emailing, trying to go at smaller scale. I don't want to jump straight to corporate side just because I didn't, get a response immediately. I want to give them a chance. And I've given them a month to try and get back to me and still nothing. So it was just to the point where, all right, if someone else has had this problem, or if they're doing this to multiple people, then that's something I like to warn people about.